Abhor. Let's dig through it. It is a verb. Basically, abhor means to hate very much. Detest. Let's take few examples of abhor.
Example 1.
I abhor this type of insulting behavior.
Example 2.
People who seek peace abhor violence.
Example 3.
If you abhor racism, you can make a difference by fighting it.
Example 4.
I abhor the conditions under which we commercially raise farm animals today.
Example 5.
I abhor the smell of burnt popcorn.
Example 6.
Are there any foods that you abhor?
Example 7.
Out of fear of drowning, some children abhor the thought of swimming.
Example 8.
I don't understand why so many young people abhor reading. Anomaly. Let's dig through it. It is a noun. Basically, anomaly means something that is unusual or unexpected. Let's take few examples of anomaly.
Example 1.
It is often unpleasant to see an anomaly animal.
Example 2.
This is an unfair anomaly in our tax structure.
Example 3.
Can any Western leader explain this embarrassing anomaly?
Example 4.
This may represent an anomaly in what is otherwise an efficient market.
Example 5.
In those days, a woman professor was still an anomaly.
Example 6.
In order to find the anomaly, scientists had to repeat the experiment over 100 times.
Example 7.
Since my son has a history of failing classes, his good grades are a welcome anomaly.
Example 8.
None of the astronauts were able to explain the anomaly they observed in space.
Example 9.
Because the point falls outside of the normal range on the graph, it is considered to be an anomaly.
Example 10.
The genetic anomaly caused the mouse to have 3 legs instead of 4. Equivocal. Let's dig through it. It is an adjective. Basically, equivocal means not easily understood or explained. Let's take few examples of equivocal.
Example 1.
Politicians have been known to provide equivocal answers to reporters' questions.
Example 2.
The scientist's theory is equivocal and has not been proven in a lab experiment.
Example 3.
Many were equivocal about the idea.
Example 4.
The politician gave an equivocal answer.
Example 5.
The evidence from bacteriologic analysis was equivocal.
Example 6.
She gave an equivocal answer, typical of a politician.
Example 7.
Research in this area is somewhat equivocal.
Example 8.
The results of the police inquiry were equivocal.
Example 9.
His equivocal response has done nothing to dampen the speculation.
Example 10.
Women were less equivocal than men on the subject of fidelity in marriage. Lucid. Let's dig through it. It is an adjective. Basically, lucid means very clear and easy to understand. Let's take few examples of lucid.
Example 1.
It was a lucid dream, half awake, half asleep.
Example 2.
Lucid explanations have been most helpful to my understanding.
Example 3.
The poet was reading lucid prose.
Example 4.
You must write in a clear and lucid style.
Example 5.
His explanation was lucid and to the point.
Example 6.
In a rare lucid moment, she looked at me and smiled.
Example 7.
Even though he was drunk, Henry insisted he was lucid and capable of driving home.
Example 8.
After staying up for 20 hours, I was far from lucid.
Example 9.
During the match, the older boxer did not appear very lucid.
Example 10.
The directions for assembling the complex table were not very lucid. Precipitate. Let's dig through it. It is a verb. Basically, precipitate means to cause something to happen quickly or suddenly. Let's take few examples of precipitate.
Example 1.
The rising level of unemployment is going to precipitate a huge crowd at the welfare office.
Example 2.
The passing of the gun control bill may precipitate a rapid increase in illegal gun sales.
Example 3.
Drinking in excess will precipitate liver disease.
Example 4.
Eating an unhealthy diet will precipitate poor health.
Example 5.
The principal did what she could to precipitate an end to the student dispute.
Example 6.
An invasion would certainly precipitate a political crisis.
Example 7.
If any organic salt is formed, it will precipitate immediately.
Example 8.
A slight mistake could precipitate a disaster.
Example 9.
The king was too precipitate in declaring war.
Example 10.
I don't think we should make precipitate decisions. That is the end of today's video. Kindly share your suggestion on comments box below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.